your hands in the air and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
So why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here.
Throw your hands in the air and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
So why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here.
You got
What is y'all, your social media platform artist and the host of the great YouTube channel? I'm your host, your one and the only Dr. Dude here, y'all. How are we on this wonderful Thursday evening right here? Today's video, we got something to give you right here. Some new video right here, you know. We're going to be talking about a video game that will be coming out next year, alright? This one became controversial. It was my childhood video, one of my childhood video games I grew up playing when I was a kid. It was one of the best masterpiece games ever. It's Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This is what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Assassin's Creed Black Flag won't be remastered, but a remake. Alright? And I saw a lot of news and links and information about this game right here. This is going to make people mad right here, y'all. People are going to say this is going to be one of the most controversial games this year. Alright? If not next year. Alright? This is going to be a problem. Alright? And you want to know my thought about it? I will tell you about this in this video right here, y'all. If you guys new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to this channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, see what you guys think about my opinion about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake right here, y'all. If you guys want Dr. Dude merch, go to Cotton Bureau to get you guys Dr. Dude drinkware, shirtwear, hatwear, jacket, hoodie. Alright, y'all, and be sure to be representing the channel right here, y'all. Y'all, you guys want something to give you enough hydration, something to give you, help your thirst. Alright, go to beach chart to give you guys Dr. Do powders right here. Focus powder, energy powder, hydration, and protein powder right here. To give you guys through the whole entire day, all night, this year, alright y'all? So without further ado, let's get the party started right here, y'all. So, yesterday, I saw the news about the Assassin's Creed links about a remake. They're going to be doing a remake of the story. I'm like, okay, that seems fine and dandy right here, because we all been waiting for Assassin's Creed to be remastered right here, y'all. But instead of a remaster that we rather see, they're going to remake the whole entire game, the whole entire story right here. All right, I'm like, with what? Why are they going to remake the whole entire story? The story seems to be fine and stuff right here, y'all. I'm like, what kind of things are they going to change? Like, what story are they going to change? The story, the skills, and all of that. But they say they're going to do. You know, to take away some parts of it. Like, for example, removing the modern day assassin. I'm like, what the heck? Why are they taking Assassin's Creed modern day out of Assassin's Creed Black Flag for, huh? And then, you know, also another thing what I heard about that they're taking combat skills. You know, like how you fight in the Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Remember the skill you do in the Assassin's Creed? Well, they're going to be removing that too to make it more modern, historical right here. They are expanding the story of piracy and a more historical thing than on the Black Flag remake. I'm like, so you're saying that cutting modern day stories and some skills in order to make the expansion work? You're basically saying that it would be less fun and more doing history stuff like that. I felt like, to me, they also not only they taking away modern day story, but also you're taking the lore and the story of the issue, the first civilization, right here, y'all. Because the whole entire game, for the past 18 years, the Assassin's Creed story had only been about the first they always talk about the first civilization, the issue, the first humans, and how they brought the story of Assassin's Creed to life. All right. And also, what the point of doing that, huh? Look here, look. When not only they saying that they're ruining modern day stuff, but also you're basically saying you're going to be removing the issues, lore, and story of Assassin's Creed franchise, which it had been built in that franchise for 18 years, moving all that lore and story about the issue, then what's the point of the Assassin's Creed if we don't have a build-up right here, y'all? This is the problem with Ubisoft. They're basically saying that they try to save money. They try to save money, man, alright? Because for the past 2 or 3 years, we've been seeing Ubisoft have been facing backlashes, problems with their video game, alright? With Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed Mirage, right? It didn't do well in the sales at all. That other Ubisoft game where they had a, oh yeah, Skull and Bones, right here. They spent 10 years on building that game, and all of a sudden, they didn't end well. It didn't do as great at Black Flag story, right here. And the battle gameplay, all that, it looked like it had been changed at all for the past decade. They haven't been able to make things better for themselves. And also that Assassin's Creed Shadow, with many people say that the story is fine, but the gameplay and the whole entire genre doesn't feel right to them, because they basically removed the easy story, and also taking things that was supposed to lead us to why a Templar assassin been fighting over for 1,000 years. Now they basically go to, if they remove the easy lore, the story in modern day, then what is the point of both assassin and Templar fighting over, huh? Are they now going to fight over magic now? It seems that they are trying to do something like that, but about that, because in Assassin's Creed Shadow, instead of finding easy relics and stories, they replace that for magic, and also with putting some like creature, like Japanese lore creature, and also stuff that which try to make it more fantasy, more magical, right there. Which to us, as to Assassin's Creed fans, I don't think it's a great idea to do something like that, because we've been spent our whole entire life trying to find some more information about Assassin's Creed, and also the lore about the issues and the civilization and the history about it. But however, by removing those things, it became pointless for us to get Assassin's Creed games, alright? That is one of the big problems that Ubisoft is facing, alright? Money, story, lore, everything about that. This is a problem that we Assassin's Creed fans have been having for a really long time. And also for the fact that you guys trying to get more money by giving a green light to Netflix, making a Assassin's Creed series, how would the Assassin's Creed Netflix going to work out, man? Alright? This is a problem for Ubisoft. They need to look at that. They need to look at it and study about why many us fans hate this remake. We're going to be hating this, you know. And also, what about the other thing that we have been fighting against in that game? What about that issue, alright? Are you going to make Robert from being an issue to not being an issue? Come on, y'all. That is a big, huge problem right here, alright? They should have thought about that, because what about Juno? What about the other story about the sage? Are you going to scrap that out of the story? They probably going to do so by replacing it with magic and fantasy. Because why? Because they think that fantasy and magic is becoming more trend than ever. But no, that is not what we wanted for the Assassin's Creed, alright? We want to see more scientific stories, not more magic fantasy stories. We want a regular game that can take us more story about the issue. Not replacing it. Alright, this is basically milking the game, the franchise right here, y'all. Because they don't know how to end Assassin's Creed. That's the problem right there. They don't know how they would end the story, alright? What about Basim? What about Loki? What about his story part of the Assassin's Creed? Are you guys going to get rid of him now? If so, that would make more sense of why they want to get rid of him, alright? Because Basim was supposed to be a replacement of that other girl in Valhalla, right there. Remember that? Remember that scene where that main character girl got herself inside that machine? Remember that, guy? And also, what about Basim? What's gonna happen to Basim? What he going to be doing in the modern day Assassin's Creed? Nothing. I felt like they basically wasted Basim, aka Loki, potential. Alright? They're going to be basically going to get rid of him, basically. Then, what is the whole point, huh? What is the whole entire point of Assassin's Creed now? Alright? See where I'm going here? What is the point? of it, huh? They don't care no more. They don't care about the story. They don't care about the game. All they care about is milking the franchise. Try to keep it going forever. But however, here's the problem, Ubisoft. You guys are facing bankruptcy, alright? I guess you try to do anything in your power to try to make us happy. But you guys didn't do your job really well. You guys are having sale problems. You guys making game prices higher for us to get it, alright? Dude, like $80 or $100 for a game, that money could have been used to get grocery right here, y'all. Buying one game that cost $80 or $100 is not worth your time, alright? You would be facing problem with this game. I bet like if y'all play a game that cost like 80 or 70 bucks and finding out that this game is not as good as you claim, that is the problem for us audience. Viewers, we want a good quality story, not quantity right here, y'all. This is one of the big problems why we are seeing right now with Ubisoft. They don't even care about our opinion. We are trying to tell them that we like the story as it was, but no changes. Daily Mar Day will be the downfall for the Ubisoft. They will be facing more backlash, and they basically going to be bankrupt in the next year or two right here, y'all. I had no doubt about it, alright? I believe that you're going to have to be facing bankruptcy in the next couple years right here, y'all. And believe me, I'm looking at that right now, okay? Because I'm seeing that Shadow is not doing good in the sales either. Because they never told us how much money they made off of it. They told us that there were 2 million PC onliners played it, okay? But not us Xbox people, PlayStation people. What about us? We want to know how much they did in the sales with Xbox, PS5, or Switch right here. They can't tell us. They know that they fell at sales completely in those categories. But PC, to them, that PC is big to them, but it's not really. Me and us are concerned about that. They don't care about equality with other game platform right here, y'all. And although spending millions of dollars paying people from Twitch to say how good the game is, yeah, you try to scam us to try to get these games, man. All right, I don't like how Ubisoft paid over 1.8 or $2 million to each of these Twitch online people. All right, I don't know why they think that it's a good idea to do something like that. Really. We just living in a time where video game becoming more quantity over quality now, and these companies like Ubisoft are just trying to milk this game out for good, alright, until it's dry. They need to figure out how they're going to end the game, because in 2 years it will be the 20th anniversary of Assassin's Creed right here, y'all. This remake is going to be one of the most disappointing remakes of 2026, alright. And also, I don't think that Assassin's Creed Remake will not be a big competitive against other games and other shows in 2026. Because 2026 will be the biggest video game movie of the year next year, alright? I can tell you that for something. And Assassin's Creed is nowhere near top 10 right there next year, okay? This is the message I'm trying to tell y'all right here. Assassin's Creed Remake will not be a biggest game of the year, but it will be a downfall for the Ubisoft franchise right here, y'all. And there you have it. This is my video about Assassin's Creed, my thought about Assassin's Creed Black Flag right here, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope y'all have a great day. Please subscribe to the channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, and see what you guys think about my opinion about the game itself. And I hope y'all have a great day. I see you guys next time right here, y'all. Peace out.